Moved with compassion, the master of that servant let him go and forgave him the loan. Today, Matthew's Gospel invites us to ponder over the mystery of forgiveness by prospering a parallel between God's ways and our own human behavior when it comes to forgiving others. Man even dares measuring and keeping control on the magnanimity of his forgiving nature. Lord, if my brother sins against me, how often must I forgive him? As many as 7 times? Peter felt 7 times was a bit too much, perhaps the very maximum we can stand. In fact, Peter comes out of it quite splendidly if compared to the official of the parable, who, when he met one of his companions who owed him 100 pieces of silver, grabbed him by the neck and almost strangled him, shouting, "Pay back what you owe." Refusing to listen to his pleading and promises of payment, in actual fact, man either refuses to forgive or miserably measure out his forgiveness. Who would actually say that we have just received from God an infinitely reiterated and limitless forgiveness? The parable says, "Moved with compassion, the master of that servant let him go and forgave him the loan." And this, despite the fact his debt was very big. The parable we are commenting on emphasizes God's ways when it comes to granting forgiveness. After calling the debtor's attention to the gravity of his situation, he suddenly took pity on him before his humble and sorrowful pleading. The servant fell down, did him homage, and said, "Be patient with me, and I will pay you back in full." Moved with compassion, the master, this episode reflects that each one of us knows by our own experience and with deep gratitude that God forgives the repentant and converted one without any limit. The negative and sad ending of the parable, however, honors justice and evidences the truth of Jesus' words in Luke's Gospel. For the measure with which you measure will in return be measured out to you.